Hi guys, so on Thursday, as I pointed out in another video, there will be a by-election taking place, and one of the candidates, a Tory called Andrew Cooper, is hoping to win. Now Andrew has, how can I put this, shown some disdain for people who aren't exactly Tory donors. In 2020, he posted this flowchart to social media. It goes as so. Can you feed your kids? No. Then do you pay for TV like Sky, BT, etc.? If yes, then F off. If no, then do you have a phone contract for more than £30 a month? If yes, then F off. If no, do you pay for nails, eyebrows and lips? If yes, then F off. If no, do you work? If no to that, F off. If yes, seek help. And if you answered yes to can you feed your kids, Andrew says well done. Now this was highlighted in the House of Commons on Wednesday, and Rishi Sunak's response was as pathetic as you can imagine. But the candidate himself also had something to say about it.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. In Bristol South, around a third of children live in poverty, most of them in working households. It's about the same as in Tamworth, where the Conservative candidate for tomorrow's election made foul-mouthed comments about families struggling to make ends meet. This is his Conservative Party. Will he condemn that candidate's comments?
Well, Mr. Speaker, I'm proud of our record supporting people with the cost of living. Thanks to the actions that we've taken, we've paid half of a typical family's energy bill last winter, frozen fuel duty, boosted the national living wage to record levels, and 8 million people across this country are now receiving direct cost of living payments worth £900. Whilst we're helping people with the cost of living, all Labour's ideas are costing them a fortune.
Okay, so no answer to the question. The question was about the guy, no mention of the guy whatsoever. You know, he could have said, I haven't seen this information that you're talking about, or it was a long time ago, as you're going to hear from the candidate himself. So let's hear what the candidate had to say.
So you sell yourself as local, approachable, normal,
absolutely.
Down-to-earth kind of guy.
Yep.
So I have to ask about the social media posts.
Yep.
Do you regret that post, the flowchart, which accuses or suggests that families that aren't working, that are struggling, can F off?
So basically, it was a post way back in 2020.
Way back in 2020, eons ago. You know, I don't even remember 2020. What happened in 2020? It was so long ago. Like, your opening response is, it was a long time ago. It's not really a good response. Even, it's not a good response in any way. But it's terrible. It's a terrible response when we're talking about 3 frigging years ago.
There's been a bit of confusion around it, as if I drew the flowchart. I didn't. It was just something that I shared.
That doesn't get you out of the hole. You shared it means you agreed with it. Now, you didn't share it and say, this is terrible. You shared it without saying, this is terrible. So you agreed with it. And you're not even denying that you agreed with it.
At the time, it was quite a frustrating time because of what was going on financially in the world.
People are hard up now, and they might look at the image you posted and shared and think, he's got no idea, he's got no empathy.
Of course I've got an idea. I'm a regular guy. I've had to go to work since the age of 16.
It sounds like Rishi Sunak. I'm a regular guy. You know, when he was asked about empathy, he didn't say, I have empathy. Which is interesting.
You know, I wasn't born with a silver spoon in my mouth. I certainly didn't have £400,000 sitting in the bank ready to buy my own house at 31, like my opposition. I have had to work hard in order to support my family and ensure that they've got the food, the clothes and everything else that they need. And I've done that through my life. Really, I mean, if we look at the Conservative policy at the moment, the Conservatives are making it so that working pays, and that's the way it should be. So an extra 4 million people in work since 2010. Also, the minimum wage has been going up, so we've been making it so that work pays, and that should be the way that we live.
That's the message.
Is he helping himself? I don't think so.
Then today, but the post is there. You leave a digital footprint. Do you regret that? Are you sorry for it? Do you wish you'd never shared that image?
I mean, obviously it's not something that I would share now in today's world, this was 3 years ago. We obviously mature and we have different opinions than we do 3 years ago. I think it's easy to look at it through today's lens. In the past,
we're talking about 3 years ago, not 30 years ago. This isn't an excuse. Now, he's also trying to, he obviously he won't apologize. He hasn't said, I'm sorry, it was a mistake. Like, he could have come out and said, look, it was a stupid thing to do. It was a joke. It was a terrible joke. I shouldn't have posted that. I shouldn't have shared it. It was a mistake. I'm sorry for the offense caused by this. And leave it at that. But no, he's trying to, in a sense, defend his actions 3 years ago and trying to suggest that, well, I was a bit immature. But do you think what you said was wrong? You haven't actually come out and criticized what you posted. If you had come out and said, look, it was a stupid thing to post, I'm sorry, it was the wrong thing, then we could have some respect for him. But he's not even doing that. I'll leave a link to the whole interview in the description of this video. It doesn't get much better, but this is the type of person who's running. He's a Tory candidate, and maybe from what we're hearing from him, he's a bit overqualified. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot.